welcome back to another episode of our Google Forms series. In our previous one, we talked about the features available in summarizing the responses to your Google Forms. For this video, we'll be looking at the question and individual section of these responses. When you go to the question section of the responses, it will display all the answers of a question. You can change this question by selecting from the drop-down menu here or typing in the number of the question in the space beside it. You can also click on the arrows at the top and bottom of the page to switch between questions. Do take note that for grid questions such as the multiple choice and checkbox grid, you can only choose which row to display the responses from. For each response to a question, if you click the blue Add Feedback button, you can add personal feedback for that respondent and include a link with text or a YouTube link by clicking on the icons at the bottom. If the question is a multiple choice, checkbox, etc., you can click the View Available Options button to see the choices available for that question. For questions where you added an answer key, this will show the correct answers as well. Whether the responses from the respondents is right or wrong is also indicated by its color, which is green for correct answers and red for incorrect ones. For checkbox questions with more than one correct answer, it will display the missing answers when you click the red text below. What's so great about Google Forms is that it allows you to recheck the answers of the respondents in the case that it is marked incorrectly. If you click on the red X button here, it will mark the response as incorrect, whereas the green tick button will mark it as correct. You can then add the points that the respondent gets for that question in the space beside it. This number here shows the number of respondents who have the same answer. When you click it, it'll show a drop-down of these respondents, and if you select one of them, it'll direct you to their individual section. The individual section will display each respondent's responses to all the questions. When you click on the arrows, you can switch between which responses to view from, or you can type in a number in the space provided here. You can also print or delete a respondent's responses by selecting their respective icons on the right. On the left, you can see the total points the respondent gets, and on the right, when the score was released. Similar to the question section, you can also add individual feedback to each question and include a link with text and a YouTube link. If you add an answer key to a question, it will show the respondents' answers along with the indication of whether it's correct or not, and even the correct answers from the answer key. On the space here, you can type or choose from the up and down arrows the points they get for that question. If you scroll to the bottom of the page, the time of when the form was submitted is shown in the right. On the top right corner, by clicking on the Sheets logo, you can create a new spreadsheet or select existing spreadsheets to paste all the responses into. The triple dot button beside it lets you get email notifications for new responses, select response destination, unlink the form, download the responses in a CSV file, print and delete all the responses of that form. Select response destination allows you to automatically paste the new responses into a new or existing spreadsheet. Thanks for watching! We hope that you've learned something new regarding the features of the respondents to your Google Forms. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and of course, turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever we upload. See you next time!